What would it look like if humans had to live completely underground? Well, ever since my 3rd grade teacher made me read this book, caves have fascinated me. Like, look at this. How are these places even real? So then it got me curious. What's the biggest cave in America? Carlsbad Caverns National Park. My mission in Carlsbad is simple. There's a lunchroom in the deepest part of the cave people have visited for 100 years. I'm talking burgers, fries, and hot fresh dogs, all 750 feet underground. Obviously, I need to check this out, but to get there, you gotta hike through the largest cave in the country. And let me tell you what, who knows what could be lurking in those shadows? I'm talking bats, bears, and maybe even trolls. Okay, well, actually the reviews say it's really, really safe, but that doesn't matter because people go missing in national parks all the time. So just to be sure, I need to make a friend along the way. Make sure that I don't get lost and die in this cave. Okay, well, hopefully that doesn't happen. All right, let's go. Now, not even the city of Ember could prepare one for entering such a strange landscape. Because as you descend deeper into the cave, an alien world starts to reveal itself. And a strange sense of disorientation starts to set in. One might even begin to think that they're getting lost. But luckily, that's when we met our much-needed friend Jonathan, who literally lit the way as we marched on. And he also just so happened to be one of the best photographers I've ever met. So as Jonathan and I continued on, we hoped we were being led closer to this lunchroom, a place since the 1950s nearly 50 million visitors have stopped to eat at. And if there's anything close to an underground city, it's this spot that has fed millions of people for decades. But little did we know, to get there, we were stumbling into the crown jewel of the cave. All right, we have made it to the big room. Lives up to its name. This thing is absolutely massive. Although cameras might not do it justice, the big room is the largest cave chamber in North America. It's 30 miles large and you have to hike down 75 stories just to get there. And it's also home to these alien-looking monuments that are all over the cave. They're stalagmites. They take millions of years to form. Now, being down in such a strange place, it made me wonder, who even discovered this in the first place? Well, as the story goes, Native Americans have known about this place for centuries. They even gave it a nickname, Bat Cave, since more than 500,000 bats migrate here during the summer months. But the credited discoverer of the cave was a 16-year-old cowboy known as Jim White, who found it in 1898. He descended down alone and spent countless time mapping the deepest parts of this cave with a singular light source and one jinkety ladder. And being in here so deep down, it seems nearly impossible that anyone could even do that. But Jim White, lived to tell the tale of Carlsbad Caverns. Now, as we winded our way through the final caverns of the big room, it was finally time to get a glimpse of a real-life underground city. It had been 5 hours since we had been in the cave, and when we finally got a patch of phone service, we discovered the lunchroom was closed. And dreams of seeing an underground city, gone. That was until we met one worker. Appreciating how important the lunchroom was to us, she led us down an elevator and granted us secret access into the once popular but now seemingly abandoned Carlsbad lunchroom. Look at this. There is like a spooky vibe in here, man. Oh man, it's spooky in here. Continue down this dark alley. Look at this stuff, man. This is creepy. This is so creepy. This must be the original lunchroom back here. Oh my gosh, look at this room back here. I feel like a freaking monster is about to attack me. Wow.
Right here when you get back.
Cool. Oh my gosh. We're walking through the bathrooms right now. These things have been here since the 1930s. Oh, we're in the women's bathroom. Try to go to the men. Oh, here's the guy's bathroom. Dude, whoa. I don't know if I believe in ghosts, but it's giving me like a little ghost vibes in here. This could be haunted or something. I don't know. It feels like back. It feels strange, I don't know. Dude, this feels haunted. I'm gonna ask her about that. I gotta ask you a question.
Sure.
Has anybody said, is there any like ghost stories about like things in here?
When I actually came here one day, ready to open, I had to go to the ladies' room.
Yeah.
And I heard a creepy noise, and I'm like, whoever you are, I'm friendly. Just have a good day, and that was it. So yeah. Well, you gotta realize too, I think the Native Americans were here as well. This is the original lunchroom from back in the 30s.
Yeah. Wow, that many people. Look how many people there are. Holy crap.
And this has changed throughout the years.
So is this all original right here, like this?
Not all of it. It has taken some remodel. All of this back here was the original lunchroom. This is where you would come and pick your box lunch.
Is this an original mailbox
Probably
right here?
one of them. That's
Look at this thing.
Original.
Holy crap.
These are the all original.
Look old.
They were gonna tear them out, and they said no because it would be a big mess.
And while the lunchroom might have not been the city of Ember, it was still so strange seeing these familiar objects in such a foreign environment. And if there ever was a place that could give a solid glimpse into what life would be like living underground, it is certainly Carlsbad Caverns Lunchroom.